Are we good? Good. We do have a pay-per-view on Sunday night. AEW All Out live from Chicago, taking place at the Now Arena. AEW's yearly tradition on Labor Day weekend. I am Joseph Conlon, bringing you the preview for the All Out pay-per-view on Sunday. And it has been a really insane week for me, a really crazy week. If you can't tell, I'm back in Florida. And I'm back in college, and you guys are back to this scenery for all my videos. So I came back yesterday, and I'm back in Florida for a couple months. So, but nonetheless, we do have All Out Sunday night. We don't have Wesley Williams or Cameron Johnson tonight. However, I believe both of them are going to be joining me Sunday night after the All Out pay-per-view concludes. I can guarantee you guys there's going to be a lot to talk about from that pay-per-view. We got a lot of matches to get to. I really don't want to waste a lot of time. I'm not going to go like an hour or whatever, but I do plan on talking about each match. We have 14 matches, 4 matches on what Tony Khan is calling 0 hour. It's usually called the buy-in, and it's now called 0 hour. But there's some really good matches on the 0 hour before the actual pay-per-view itself. But man, before we get into the predictions, first off, I'm sorry, like I said, moving back here, crazy week, really didn't have much time to film besides my reaction to the obvious Miami Dolphins 53-man roster reveal. So we did that Tuesday. If you want to check that out, you can. You don't have to. But go ahead and be sure to check that out. And without further ado, man, I want to get into the All Out card. There's 14 matches to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. I'm not going to go full in depth with the pre-show matches, so let's just go through them here real quick. We got Tomohiro Ishii against Eddie Kingston. This was a rematch from a match they had in New Japan Strong a couple months ago. I'm going to take Eddie Kingston. We got Kip Sabian challenging Pac, the AEW All Atlantic Championship. I'm going to take Pac to retain the championship. I don't think he's had a defense in AEW yet. It's been in other promotions across the world that Pac has successfully retained the his All Atlantic Championship. So I am going to take him to beat Kip Sabian. We have Cool Hand Angelo Parker against Hook for the FTW Championship. I'm going to take Hook to retain. And we got another match that was just added tonight on Rampage. I don't know why this match couldn't be on Dynamite or Rampage next week. But it is for a third time in 9 days. Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti against Ruby Soho and Ortiz. This time it's going to be for the AAA Mixed Tag Team Championships. And I'm going to take Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti to retain their tag team championships. And now we can get into the main show, which has 10 matches, a lot of matches to talk about. The first one that we are going to dive into is FTR and Wardlow against Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns. This pretty much came together with the feud that Lethal and Wardlow were having for the TNT title Wardlow beat Jay Lethal at Battle at the Belts. They were still feuding, and Wardlow called for backup against Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam Singh. He brought in FTR. Jay Lethal said, you know what, I'm going to bring in the Motor City Machine Guns to be my partners. And now this concludes to a 6-man tag between FTR and Wardlow against Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns. I don't like that Wardlow's not defending the TNT Championship. I've said it too many times. I'm not going to say it again. But I do think the main reason that people are looking forward to this match, as to I am, is the tag teams with FTR and the Motor City Machine Guns. Two of the best tag teams in the world. If not, FTR is the best tag team in the world today. And you got the Motor City Machine Guns from Impact Wrestling. They're an incredible tag team. I love watching them and seeing them and FTR in the same match, along with the Jay Lethal and along with Wardlow. I do think they are going to create a lot of magic, and I do think this is the perfect match to open up the show and kind of get the crowd hyped. So, as far as who wins, I don't know. Apparently, Jay Lethal asked for another TNT Championship match against Wardlow, which Wardlow already accepted. But the match wasn't made official yet. I don't know. I'm probably just going to take Wardlow and FTR for the win, but I wouldn't be shocked if Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns get this win so that we get Jay Lethal against Wardlow again for the TNT Championship, possibly at Grand Slam. But I would not be shocked to see Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns win this match. But I am going to take the baby faces in this case, which are FTR and Wardlow. Let's go Ricky Starks against Powerhouse Hobbs. This is one of the harder matches to call. And listen, man, I love both guys. I think both guys are great. Ricky Starks is awesome. He's going to be an amazing babyface. The crowd absolutely adores that man. I don't know about you guys. I don't think this will be a feud that ends after the pay-per-view. Just because they literally just broke up. The tag team literally just broke up like a month ago, I believe. I'm going to take Powerhouse Hobbs to win this match. I do think they could play the factor of Ricky Starks' neck with past injuries, and I do think they could linger on to that, but I do think that it would be the right call for Hobbs to go over in this case. So I am going to take Will Hobbs over Ricky Starks to retain the FTW Championship. Athena and Jade Cargill, they had a really good sit-down interview with Mark Henry tonight. I loved the intensity, especially out of Athena, and she's saying that I'm not just fighting for myself, I'm fighting for every woman in that locker room that you've bullied since you've got here in AEW. I love that. Jade Cargill has pretty much ran through everybody. She is undefeated. She even dropped in the interview that you were supposed to lose like 3-4 weeks ago. So this was originally supposed to be Chris Statlander taking the TBS Championship off of Jade Cargill. I don't know, man. This match is a toss-up as well because literally outside of Athena, there's no one left. Legitimately, I can't really think of anybody to challenge Jade for the TBS Championship because Chris Statlander's injured. Chris Statlander has a torn ACL. I don't know. I think... I'm still going to take her to retain. I'm still going to take Jade Cargill at the end of the day to retain the TBS Championship over Athena. So I'm going to take Jade. And the final team was crowned in the Trios Tournament Finals. We have the Elite, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega against Adam Hangman Page and the Dark Order. AEW loves getting their fans emotionally invested in their storytelling, and they are getting the fans emotionally. I am really invested into what's going to happen with Hangman Page and the Elite, because if you guys recall, a couple weeks ago, the Young Bucks offered Hangman Page to be their tag team partner for the Trios tournament, and Hangman was like, "Hey, you know what? I love the offer, but I feel like that wouldn't be fair to you guys to have a partner who turned their back on you." And because of that, he said, "You guys didn't have my back when I won the AEW World Championship, and the Dark Order did. So now I'm going to support the Dark Order." And now with, 10 going down with a knee injury, and Uno, and Evil Uno getting attacked by Andrade on Dynamite. This opened the door for Hangman Page to get that spot with the Dark Order, Silver and Reynolds. And here we are, man. I don't know what is going to happen, but the match is going to be awesome. I'm super excited for the match. I would say probably top 3 matches I'm looking forward to. This is absolutely on it just because I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen with Hangman Page and the Elite. But I don't think there's any way that the Elite are not walking out of Chicago as the first ever Trios Tag Team Champion. So I am going to take I am going to take the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega to become the first inaugural Trios Tag Team Champions in AEW. What do we got? Jungle Boy, one-on-one with Christian Cage. This is another one that I'm really looking forward to. I wouldn't say top 3, but this is a match I'm looking forward to based off the story that these guys have told. And, looking off the card, you don't really see a lot of these matches that have had long-term storytelling and an actual build leading up to like a long extended build. People could say Moxley and Punk, but they really had it built for like 3-4 weeks, so I'm not going to count that. These guys have been building up their match since the beginning of June, in the middle of June. And with Luchasaurus and what factor he's going to play in all of this, it seems like he's on Jungle Boy's side now. And Jungle Boy coming back and just absolutely going off on Christian, and Christian going off on Jungle Boy's family. And the interview they had Wednesday, very personal. Jungle Boy saying, "You're not just going to wrestle Jungle Boy, you're going to fight Jack Perry." I really loved that. line. My only issue with this is with how personal the rivalry is. I would have loved to see like a no holds barred match, but maybe we will get another match. I don't know. I don't think we're going to. Maybe there's more to tell in the story after Sunday. I don't know, but I feel like it would be just wrong, and I think it would be just flat out stupid if Christian Cage did not put over Jungle Boy in this instance. Just the reaction, the pop, if Jungle Boy got Christian to tap out of the snare trap, would be awesome. I can imagine it now. And with, MJF not in AEW recently, I feel like, I feel like Christian has been probably the biggest heel in AEW since MJF has been gone, and I feel like that's completely true. And he's really hated by this audience. And can you imagine the reaction of him tapping out to Jungle Boy? It would be freaking incredible. So I am going to take Jungle Boy doing this match, and I do really think that that's the only option you can go here, is by having Jungle Boy beat Christian Cage by having him tap out. So I'm going to pick Jungle Boy. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. There was 11 matches. Jesus. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn, there is 11 matches on the main card. Damn, it is going to be a long night, folks, on Sunday night. It's going to go to 12:30. This show on Sunday will absolutely be going till 12:30. But let's continue, shall we? We got the House of Black, Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, and Brody King going up against Miro, Sting, and Darby Allin. I could say this has been a feud that's been built up for a long time. It kind of felt like on pause for a little bit, just doing promos and stuff ever since Darby had the coffin match with Brody King. Miro did cost the House of Black the Trios tag team titles when they lost to the Dark Order last Friday on Rampage, and now they're looking for revenge against Miro, Darby Allin, and Sting. There has been a lot of reports this week that Malachi Black has requested his release from AEW. I don't know how true it is. I don't know what's going on, but apparently, if it's true in the first case, apparently he's not happy with his booking and his character direction in AEW, and he just wants to take a break because of his mental health. And if his mental health is one of the big reasons that he is requesting his release and wants to just take a break and focus on himself and his life, I have no issue with that. Mental health is a huge issue, and if that's what he wants, and he's open to coming back once he's well and well rested, I would wish him nothing but the best. But as far as that says, with that intact, I don't know. I'm guessing I'm going to pick Miro, Sting, and Darby Allin to get the win, just because I don't know what the direction of the House of Black could be if Malachi Black is not there. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna take the baby faces, Miro, Sting, and Darby Allin. We've got the vacant AEW Women's Championship. Actually, I shouldn't say vacant. The interim AEW Women's Championship. It was 2 weeks ago. Thunder Rosa vacated her title. I did not like the way they did that. She had to cut a backstage promo, relinquishing the title because of a back injury she's been having for months. I think it's no secret that Thunder Rosa is extremely frustrated. I don't know what's going on, but she literally tweeted out tonight, like, it's time for change. I don't know what's going on. I hope everything's all right, but you could tell the woman is not happy right now. She's injured, and she's going to come back and unify these titles. We are getting interim after interim, man. Toni Storm, Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, and Hikaru Shida. That's who's in this match. Britt Baker, Britt Baker, we've been there, done that. Hikaru Shida, we've been there and done that. So really only up to Toni Storm and Jamie Hayter. I think it makes the most sense to, give this title to Toni, have her run the ball with it for a couple months or whatever, and then when Thunder Rosa comes back, you got a good story with two friends unifying the titles in the same tag team. Toni Storm is probably their best babyface. Now that Chris Statlander is not there with injury and Thunder Rosa's out with injury, Toni Storm is probably their best babyface on the women's roster in AEW. So I feel like the correct result should be Toni Storm walking away as the interim women's champion. And that's what I ultimately think is going to happen. So I'm going to take Toni Storm. The Casino ladder match. The Casino ladder match where the winner is going to become the number one contender for the AEW World Championship. And there is a Joker. There is a Joker in this match. There's been a lot of speculation of MJF online. Listen, I have not heard shit about MJF since he cut that promo. So, as much as I'd love to, I'm not going to sit here and predict MJF to be the Joker, because I don't know what's going on between MJF and AEW and Tony Khan. So I'm not going to predict MJF as the Joker. But the match concludes of Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, Penta El Zero Miedo, Rey Fenix, Dante Martin, Rush, and Andrade. I think with this field alone, this has to be easily a top 3 match I'm looking forward to the most. Just with the talent in this match, I mean, you got freaking Penta and Phoenix in a ladder match. We know how awesome they are. Dante Martin in a ladder match should be absolutely insane. And you also got some great ones in there with Andrade, Rush, Claudio, and Wheeler Yuta. It's just going to be a really, really fun match. And I'm definitely excited to see these guys go at it. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be everything you expect it to be. But who's the Joker? obviously the Joker is going to win. I'm going to predict Adam Cole. Have not seen Adam Cole since he turned on the Young Bucks. I don't know if he's cleared or not. We know Kyle O'Reilly is going to be out for a very long time. He got surgery on his neck fusion. I hope he's all right. And Bobby Fish seems to be no longer in AEW after him and AEW couldn't come to terms on a new deal, and he's no longer with the company. So I guess that frees Adam Cole up and it's kind of botched with the whole Young Bucks Kenny Omega feud with Bobby Fish being gone and Kyle O'Reilly being as injured as he is right now. I don't know if Adam Cole's cleared, but I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that he is going to be the Joker in this ladder match, and he's going to win. So I do have Adam Cole coming back Sunday night, becoming the number one contender for the AEW World Championship. So I'm going to take Adam Cole. The Acclaimed, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens against Swerve and Out Glory, Keith Lee, and Swerve Strickland. Oh, I know the Acclaimed are one of the most over wrestlers in the world right now, not even in AEW. They are so loved and they are so over. However, I'm not a huge fan that they were put in this position against Swerve and Out Glory because I don't think it's time for them to drop the titles. It felt like they just won the titles. I think they've had 2 title defenses, and it was against like Tony Nese and Josh Woods, and the other one was Private Party. I don't think it's time for them to drop the titles, and it's unfortunate because I would love to see that massive pop that the Acclaimed would get when they won the tag team titles. However, I don't think right now is the time for Keith Lee and Swerve to be dropping the AEW tag team title. So I'm going to take them to retain. One of the bigger matches on the card, Bryan Danielson and Chris Jericho. And this has all been about Daniel Garcia. What side is Daniel Garcia going to play on? Is he going to be Team Jericho, or is it going to be Bryan? Is he going to swerve Bryan? He was with Jericho Appreciation Society all along. I don't think so. I think this sets up perfectly with especially what's happening on Wednesday at Dynamite. I think this sets up perfectly for Garcia to disband himself from the Jericho Appreciation Society by helping Bryan Danielson beat Chris Jericho, join up with Bryan Danielson and the Blackpool Combat Club, and then Wednesday night, he's facing Wheeler Yuta for the ROH Pure Championship, with Dynamite taking place in Buffalo. And he joins the Blackpool Combat Club after beating Wheeler Yuta. So, with that, I'm going to take Bryan Danielson to beat Chris Jericho with the help of Daniel Garcia. And then finally, the main event. They sold you on the pay-per-view in one segment this Wednesday with CM Punk and Ace Steel. One of the best AEW moments of the entire year so far was that promo between CM Punk and Ace Steel slapping the shit out of CM Punk, basically giving Punk a motivational speech. Like, this is not the CM Punk who I know. You're better than this. It was truly, truly incredible. If you guys did not watch it, you need to go back and watch it for yourself. It was absolutely, it was incredible. It was incredible, that promo. And Punk saying, "We are Chicago," and he's going to bring the fight to Jon Moxley. Man, this is hard. But after Wednesday and after the promo that Punk cut, I kind of see it as what is going to happen tomorrow at Clash at the Castle. Tomorrow, there's no way Drew McIntyre is not walking out of Cardiff as the WWE Champion. Sunday, there's no way CM Punk is not walking out of Chicago, not the AEW World Champion. But, I do have a theory that we could see a heel CM Punk sooner rather than later, and eventually as soon as Sunday. The plans were seated in Punk's first promo he cut when he got back, cutting a very heelish promo. The way he lost last week to Jon Moxley in 3 minutes, giving that just like stare down to Jon Moxley while he's being helped to the back and while Moxley is celebrating with the crowd in Cleveland. I just think a CM Punk heel turn, it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen, and I think it could. Is he going to turn heel in Chicago? I mean, that would be pretty insane. That would be pretty insane if CM Punk were to turn heel in his hometown of Chicago. Does he do it? I don't know. Does he win the AEW World Championship? Yes. And it's going to make an even better moment than Double or Nothing because Punk is winning the championship in his hometown of Chicago. And it's going to happen, I think. So, that's the All Out predictions. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, I will be back here Sunday night after the All Out pay-per-view with Wesley Williams and Cameron Johnson to talk about everything that went down on the show. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, man. Comment down below your thoughts, your predictions for the pay-per-view on Sunday. Hit the like button if you like what you heard from me tonight. Follow me on Twitter and TikTok at Colin_Joseph. And I'll catch you guys Sunday night for the All Out review here on the channel. Have a good one. Stay safe. And as always, stay classy. We out. Peace.